Hello everyone, it's Helder here, and today I wanted to go ahead and review this Paracord bracelet that has all sorts of extra features, and it's made by Off-Grid Gear. To be honest with you, I don't usually review these type of Paracord bracelets. Most of the time they're kind of inferior, fall apart on the first day of use. Usually while I'm reviewing it, so those reviews usually do not go live. But I was pretty impressed with this one, and I want to go ahead and share some of the features with you, and you can see why I think that this bracelet's a little different and good to go. So the first feature itself is actually the paracord. It comes with 12 feet of paracord. I opted for the desert camo pattern, but it does come with, I think, 3 or 4 different choices that you can pick as far as color and pattern, and I will put all that information in a blog post as usual, along with a bunch of other specifications. Those of you that aren't familiar with Paracord, I recently reviewed Paracord, and I will put a link in the blog post to that also, so that you can get a lot more detail and get more familiar with Paracord if you're not familiar with it. Once again, this is 12 feet. Inside of each one individual cordage, there's going to be another 4 to 8 strands, so you're actually getting a heck of a lot more rope than the 12 feet, and that's one of the advantages of carrying paracord with you. Another cool feature is this little waterproof compass that it comes with, and I went ahead and tested it pretty much with my Silva compass, and it was pretty good to go. All right, I want you to keep in mind that there is some metal over here. All right, metal, magnetized, doesn't really go together, so we really want to make sure that we get that away, and once we get that away, everything tends to line up much better. Also went ahead and tested it with my Garmin GPS. I don't know if you could even see the reading on there, probably not, it's kind of dark, but you can trust me on it that it is good to go. So in a survival situation, you need to use this little compass. Get it the hell off of there. All right, you're going to have much more success than putting it next to any type of metal, especially in a survival situation. If you're trying to do any kind of dead reckoning, you might not have a map to be able to orient yourself, so you need as many things as possible going in your favor. And that kind of goes for any of the cool little features that's on here. You know, if you want to look cool, wear it on your wrist, survival situation, take it apart. Another cool little feature that this one has, and as I stated earlier, I don't like to review these things because a lot of times it's just this Mickey Mouse type garbage that doesn't work. You know, the idea is there, but the practical application is not. Well, with this one, like I said, I was pretty impressed. So this thing is actually a whistle. All right, so not only is it a fastener or clip, but it's also a whistle, and it's pretty damn loud. All right, I'll go ahead and give a couple whistles out of here. All right, pretty loud on my end. Hopefully that conveys over through the speaker. I'll be honest with you, I have my neighbors staring at me, and my dogs are wondering what the hell is going on. Now, another feature here, and the one that I really dug and found that it was cool, is it comes with this flint and steel. Okay, so you have your flint here, or your ferro rod, right, little one, and you have your scraper. And check this out, the scraper actually pulls out. So they call it a scraper knife or whatever, but it just actually fits pretty damn well for something that's so small. I mean, those of you that have been following me for a while know that I always prefer a ferro rod, have one in my go bags. They're all good to go. And but in a pinch, you know, remember, this isn't the first thing that I'm going to go to. This will be the last thing in my go bag that I go to in an emergency situation, and that's why it's nice to just have it as an extra thing. The way we carry extra matches, might carry an extra blade, you know, things of that nature, right? That's going to try to help prepare our success or make us more successful. So what the cool thing about this is you have your flint here and your steel, and just the way that this fits right in and able to be able to remove actually, you know, from the buckle itself. I think that's just a pretty cool feature, and it does work, and I will definitely show you that it does work. And one thing to keep in mind, just like any other flints, this comes with a bit of lacquer or paint, so make sure you go ahead and scrape that all off before you do use it as a fire starter. All right, the bracelet itself is approximately, let's say 10 inches long is what I'm getting here. All right, so keep that in mind as far as being able to measure your wrist and know exactly how it's going to fit. To be honest with you, this would be something that I would not wear on my wrist. There's just too much things going on, and I look at this as almost its own little mini survival kit. So for my purposes, I'm always attaching. As you can tell, I have some here, and I have them on all my my go bags, and especially with the Molly setup, which they all have Molly setups on there. And I go ahead and clip it to my pack, and that's where I'm going to keep it, right? So I have all these little extra things just in case I don't have my compass, you know, for whatever, got misplaced, lost it, didn't bring it, whatever the case may be. The flint and steel, whistle, extra paracord that you could just never have enough when you're in the field, especially if it is your primary emergency bag or go bag or survival type kit. All right, if we were to go ahead and see how this would measure up for those of you that might want to wear it on your wrist, I'll go ahead and try to put this on real quick with the camera being in the way. All right, so you can tell compared to the other one that I have, it's a much flatter surface, which some people might like. Once again, it's all about preference and how it's going to fit on you. All right, I don't have huge wrists, so to speak, and this just happens to be kind of a perfect fit. So make sure that if you do plan on wearing it, which I don't suggest, especially for my active lifestyle, the last thing I want to do is have little things hanging off. Once again, prefer the Molly setup, but once again, just trying to give you as many options as possible so that you can decide if this is a good, viable option for you. So in summing this review up, our cool little Paracord bracelet survival kit itself has some very key features in here that, besides, of course, the Paracord itself, that you might want to consider having one of these and affixing it to your Molly gear on your pack, on your body vest, H harnesses, anything like that. And even on the inside, throw it on your backpack. You never know when you're going to be able to need it. Last thing that I want to leave you with, cool little feature here, and you know I need to be thorough, and it's an actual bottle opener. And since we have Paul in our Natural Training Center tribe, who brews beer and brewed this awesome IPA beer for me, I'm going to go ahead and, being the thorough reviewer that I am, make sure that everything works. And at the same time, I want to make sure that I don't taint the beer by using this type of bottle opener. Cheers, my friends. I hope that you enjoyed this review.